Hi everybody, my name's Kaya or Cryptic Kaya here on YouTube. This is my first ever video and I just wanted to introduce myself, talk a little bit about what this channel is going to be. So, as I said, I'm Kaya and I love the TV show Cryptic House. It's like my favorite show ever. I've been watching it since I was I don't know, 15. I'm 17 now, so I've been watching it for 2 years. And I am obsessed with it. I've seen all 43 seasons, literally every single one. I love it and I love talking about it so much. It's like my favorite show ever. So my friends were like, you should totally start a YouTube channel and be like a commentary account. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to you all about Cryptic House, all of my favorite series and episodes of it, my favorite contestants, my favorite, okay, yeah, to address the elephant in the room, deaths. I know that some people really just don't like Cryptic House because actual people die, but it's a TV show, obviously I'm just watching it. I'm not actually killing anybody, I'm just in watching it. And it's not a big deal because they literally they sign up to do it. It's imagine signing up for I don't know, a game show where you win money and then being annoyed that you don't win money. You're gonna die, you know that in the rules, whatever. So yeah, my favorite deaths, my favorite pairings. Oh my god, I ship characters so hard, and it's the whole time I'm watching it and I'm just oh, one of them is gonna die, so they will never get to be together on the outside, which is so tragic, but also, you know, it is what it is. Isn't the best love stories so tragic, you know what I mean? So I'll be talking about that. I'll be getting you guys' opinions on Cryptic House and answering some of your questions because I know so much about Cryptic House. So if you do have questions, let me know. And if you could tell me stuff, then that would be so cool. I'm on lots of different Reddit threads about Cryptic House, which is you know, really cool. There's so much stuff on Reddit that's so interesting. So yeah, I'll be talking to you about that. But first of all, for those of you that living under a rock and don't know what Cryptic House is, let me just explain it to you. So Cryptic House is a TV show that takes place in the former United States of America. It's not obviously called that anymore, but just for those people that have issues with that, I'm just gonna call it that. Obviously now it's the state of courts, which, you know, we love, we support. The court system seems to work really well. My favorite court is Grift Court, just because they have the most winners. I don't know if that's something, but we'll just see. We'll talk about that in a later video. I can also do a video about all the different courts if you want to know those, because I actually know some really interesting facts about all 23 courts. I do know all 23 courts off by heart, just this way some people used to know the former 50 states. They would be I can do all of that. I can say all 23 courts. My dad is constantly you're not from there, you don't need to know all of the courts, you don't need to know state of court facts, you're not a state of court citizen. I'm but I find it interesting. And he's you don't need to know that, focus on your own country. I'm so what? I know enough about my own country. I'm just learning about state of court. I think that's great. But yeah, so I know all about that, but I'm going on a tangent. Anyway, Cryptic House. Cryptic House is a show that's set up in the former United States of America. It's actually currently in the state of courts. And basically there's 23 courts. For those of you that don't know, there's all 23 courts. And each court, people sign up to, people ages 13 to 19. So people that age, they sign up and they say, you know what, I want to take part in Cryptic House. I want to, because you win money, right? And I don't think it's very good over there economically. So they go over there and they compete in this contest called Cryptic House if they get picked. So you pick 2 people from each court. I don't know how it's decided, but there's a wheel and it's just sort of random, I guess. But you put your name in and then they make you come to this ceremony and they pick the 2 people, and it can be girls, it can be boys, it can be a girl and a boy. But yeah, that's how Cryptic House works. I think there've been a couple of people that are beyond binary, but they don't tend to really sign up. So I don't know why that is. There was one, I think, in the 27th series. A couple of times there are people that imply they're beyond binary but then identify as something else. So I'm just gonna refer to them as what they said they identify as, girl or boy. But yeah, they go to Cryptic House, which is literally what it says. It's a house. It's a very big house, like a mansion. It's gorgeous. I have always said, I'm begging my parents, like, can we go on a State of Court Cryptic House trip? Because for those of you who don't know, you can't actually go to the courts in State of Court anymore. There's sort of, it's like the way the system works. So you can only actually go to the central area, which is right by where they host Cryptic House. So they do like Cryptic House tours in like the non-filming seasons. So yeah, it's live streamed across the world at the same time every day. It's at 8 p.m. every single day. I watch it like every single day when it's on, and then I just rewatch it when it's not on. But yeah, you go to Cryptic House, you then get put into an individual room. That is your base. That is just because that's where you start. Like, you don't really get anything for that being your base. It's just sort of like safety zone for some people, I guess. And then the house is rigged with booby traps. So the goal is that you have to kill off everyone. You can kill them off by force, but it's sort of more popular nowadays, especially to use the vote system, which I'll get to in a minute. But you need to kill off all your competitors, and then you can be the surviving one. So yeah, booby traps, they're really cool, and I will talk to you about some of my favourite booby trap deaths, because there is one. It was like really gruesome, but actually like it was amazing. It was so cool to watch, and I was like, that's just like, what? Like, what a way to go. Like, I mean, obviously dying sucks, but like having such an iconic death, we will get into that in another video. But yeah, so they go around the house and they have to like find like food and stuff, because sometimes they can be there for a little while. Usually it's not too long. It's normally like a 3-4 day experience, which is like why it's such a popular show, because they do 3 series a year. So yeah, it's not very long. It normally lasts for about 2 weeks with all of like the pre stuff, and then like the post stuff, like the post interviews. And then yeah, they go around Cryptic House. The goal is just to survive. You find food. There aren't any weapons. That's like, some people would say that technically there are weapons. There are no like guns or knives or like explosives or anything, or even fire. They have no fire. There's no lighters or matches or anything. If you make a fire, you're doing that yourself with like friction and stuff. So yeah, Cryptic House is constantly like the booby traps are just going off, killing people. And then there's the voting system, which I mentioned. So the voting system is like, you have the suits that they wear. They have a magnet, and then they have a voting button. The voting button is not always, every time I talk to people about Cryptic House, they always think the voting button is what initiates a vote. It's not, okay? So actually there are proper vote buttons all around Cryptic House. And what you have to do is you press the button, and then you say, call a vote. And then everybody, their magnets, they get initiated, and they literally stick to the walls, which is incredible. Like, it's so genius that they invented that. And everyone's on the walls, which means they're, safe from whatever's going on. And if you are in a room with somebody, you can only vote for them if you're in a room. So, for example, say I was in a room with 2 other competitors, and there was a vote button, and I pressed the vote button, or even if someone else in the house pressed a vote button while I was in the room, and they say, I call a vote, then I could only vote for those other 2 people, right? And they could only vote for me. But you can't vote for someone that came from your court. So if one of those people was from my court, I could only vote for the girl, or guy. I don't know why I said girl. Yeah, I could only vote for the other person in the room. Your vote is void if there's no one in the room with you, and you can only pass on the vote twice in the entire game. So if you're in a room with someone that you sort of allied with, which is not advisable in Cryptic House, do not ally, it's ridiculous. Like, why are you unionizing? You're gonna die. Then I could void my vote, but then I only get 1 more void. And if I tried to void it a 3rd time, like say I forgot because of being in Cryptic House for a few days, which I feel like I would, like, I feel like if I ever got to visit Cryptic House, I would just like have no memory of it afterwards. I'd be like, oh my god, that was amazing. But yeah, the Cryptic House also changes every 5 years. So the old Cryptic Houses are just like stood there, but otherwise people seem to like know all the hidden places, and it just gets boring. So yeah, they change Cryptic House every 5 years. But the vote thing, you press your little button, and then you say, I vote for this person, and then the person that gets the most votes across the entire house is then killed, like by a booby trap. They're like forced into a booby trap and killed. But the interesting thing about the vote is that even though it's a vote, you could literally be the only person in a room with another person. Every single other person in the entire Cryptic House could be on their own. Whereas, like, if you were the only person that was with another person, you're in a bit of a stalemate there, and then you both die, which is crazy, so you'd have to void your vote. But, yeah, if you didn't void your vote, and you vote for the other person in the hopes that there was more than one person in another room, you'd probably be safe. It's complicated, but, like, you get it when you watch it. Like, it makes sense. Anyway, that was such a long video, guys. I still don't know how to edit. I'm gonna learn. So I'm hoping, like, my mum said that if my YouTube channel takes off, then she will pay for me to get the better editing software and also a microphone, which is so interesting because, like, I don't know how I sound right now to you guys, but I want a microphone because then I'd be like a proper commentary. Like, I would just be sat there like, and yeah, and yeah, and yeah. So yeah, let me know what Cryptic House content you guys want. And I'm so excited that I'm finally doing this. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. So yeah, to my friends, like, I did it, guys. I did it. Anyway, mwah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Cryptic Hiya, and I'll see you in the next video.